guys, welcome back. So today I have another video for you. This one is more about it's going to be update. So this is just going to be an update on what is going on with me and everything like that. So if you would like to see what is going on, then just keep watching. Alright, so to start it off, I do have a bunch of stuff here that I wanted to remember to say stuff. So sorry if I keep looking back to try to remember what I'm saying. I just wanted to make sure that I remembered everything that I wanted to say. So I wanted to let you guys know that I have been doing okay. I recently did go to the psychologist, I think is what I'd say. I did go to the seriously, I went to a psychologist and I said it, and I wasn't feeling very great. I mean, as it should, I mean, actually it's normal, because I have been getting sad a lot, just because I kind of start understanding like what I've been going through and things like that. So I've been very stressed out, and I mean, I'm not gonna say I cry all the time. I cry maybe like 2 or 3 times a week, just because I like kind of realize like, oh my God, like this, like I just had a brain surgery, or like I have cancer, like I just like, or I had cancer, whichever. We aren't sure yet, we're waiting for it. But it's just kind of, every was going through it, and I was just like, it's been a lot. So I decided just to talk with a psychologist, just because I know that I'm feeling sad and I don't want to be sad, but I know that there's been a lot of stuff going on with me. And sometimes I just needed a little bit of help. So I talked to a psychologist about everything, and we decided that I'm not gonna get any, what's it called? So we decided I'm not going to take medication for being sad. We're just going to try to figure out things that will make me feel better and things like that. Something that I talked to them, they actually said, they asked what I love to do, and I said that I love to film and do things like that, and I was like, and I love talking to my people on my Snapchat and on my Instagram and like all those things, and like they were saying that like, oh my, that's probably helping you so much, which was so true. So my God damn it. So they said it was great that I've been talking with all of you guys, because that's probably really helping me out. So thank you guys so much. So much, I just can't even. And I was telling her that I don't really have any confidence anymore. I used to have pretty good confidence. I just did. And now it's like pretty much like totally horrible, because like obviously I have no hair. My speech, it's not bad, but like if I'm trying to talk to someone else, I'll always be like, what? And so my speech is not 100%, and understanding what other people are saying is what's the hardest for me. So like, you guys can hear me, so you guys are probably like, oh, she sounds totally fine, but if I'm listening to someone else, that's when I get all messed up. So I wanted to show you guys what I did the other day, so you guys can maybe understand why I'm having a hard time, even though it maybe doesn't look like I'm having a hard time. So I went to the psychologist, and they wanted me to take these tests to make sure to see when everything is right or something. I don't know why, but there's a bunch of things that I had to do to see how everything is going with everything, because I've never done these types of questions ever. So if you guys have ever been to the psychologist, or like the questions or like the tests that you've ever taken, then you guys probably know. I had never done it, so I didn't know, and it sucked, because it showed me that I didn't really know a lot of things. I used to before my surgery, but now I don't remember a lot of things, which really sucked. So I'm gonna show you some of the stuff that they had me to do. So there was this thing looks like this. There's some F's. There are some numbers and letters, and I had to put them all in like the way it's supposed to go. So it's supposed to go to like 1, and then after 1 you put the A, and after the A you're going to the 2, and then the 2 to the B, and they all go like that. So when you get it correctly, it should do it like this. So luckily, I did get this one right, so that was like one of the best things ever. I was like, oh my god, I did it. But yes, it took me, they said it took me way too long to figure that out. But I was just proud of myself that I actually did it right. So this is what they said, this is what it should look like, and then when I was done, I did it and I got it correct. But it did take too long. Alright, so something else that I was once again able to do, which was so good, it looked like this box, like this, and I put the second one also just to show you like what it could have looked before. But this is what it looked before, and they looked at me, and they said, okay, now just draw the exact same thing over here. So I had to look at this. I put this there just so you could see how you're supposed to look at it. But I did that also, so don't worry, I did it. But I was really happy that I get this one too, so they said I did this right. Alright, so another thing that they wanted me to do was to tell me they had just what it looked like. So they didn't show they didn't say the words of it, they actually showed a picture of what it was, and I just had to say what they all were. So the first one was a picture of a lion, and I was like, that's a lion. The middle one is a camel, and then this middle one, I always say this wrong because I know exactly what it is, but my dad always calls it something else, so I've just always known that that's what it's called. It's supposed to be a rhino. I don't know how to say the rhino. I'm just gonna call it a rhino because I know rhino is a real thing, but it's actually called like rhinoceros. Oh, I did it. Okay, I'm not doing it again, but I did just swap back, and you can listen. I just said it right. But anyways, my dad always calls it a hipporhinimus, or hipporhinimus, but my dad always calls it a hipporhinimus. So when I went over the test yesterday, or 2 days ago, and I called it a hipporhinimus, and she was like, no. And I was like, I know. I was like, but we just always have called it because it's trust me, it's right. And she's like, that's not what it's right. And I was like, darn it. I was like, but I know exactly. It's just we always just call it something else. But anyways, so these three. Technically, I didn't get this one right, but I'm saying I got it right because I know exactly what it is. I just called it a hipporhinimus because that's what we always used to call it when we were little. Alright, so as everything keeps going, I just keep getting like worse and worse. So the next thing they said, I want you to listen to these 4 or 5 things. She's like, you're not allowed to write anything, you're not allowed to do anything, just listen. But after we said it, she's like, we're just gonna move on to something else, and then like 5 minutes later, I'm gonna ask if you remember what these words are. So we're gonna do this together, so don't do this yet. So don't write these down or anything, listen. Try to listen to all these 5 things, do not write them out. I wanna see if you actually got them because I did not. But I just had a brain surgery, so that's different. So the first one is face. The second one is velvet. The third one is daisy. Next one is church. And then the last one is red. Now, we're not going to talk about it right now. I'm going to do something else also, so you guys do it just like how I did it. You better not have written down because I'm just going to be, no. So the next thing that we had to go over was some questions about math. And math, literally, I have not talked about math, nothing about since before my surgery. I'm great at math after, but now after my surgery, I literally didn't even think about math. So for this question, I didn't know. I had to remember. I kind of remembered, but I'm going to show you. So the first one said this, and it was 100 minus 7, and the answer was 93, which I did get that, so I'll check. And then the next one was 93 minus 7, and then this is where it got all mixed up because I didn't remember how I needed to borrow. So after I have put all these numbers up here for some reason, I decided, okay, I'm gonna put one above and then below. So then I knew that I had to not borrow because I didn't know what borrowing was. From there, I went from the 93 minus 7. So then I decided to cross that off and making that into a 10. And then subtract into a 3. And then I subtract 9 minus 7, which is where I got the 3. And when I saw that, I was like, that is not right. So I decided to do it again here. And I did the same thing and cross off this one, the 9, down to an 8. But after I did that, I couldn't remember what I was supposed to do there. So I took it over here. So it's funny because I looked at this twice now and I still understand how exactly I did it. So I don't know. So looking back here, I took the first one here into an 8 and then I didn't know what I had to put here. So I went over here and there was a 7 minus a 3, which I had put, which was a 4, but I knew the 4 was different because here the 7 and the 3 were not right here. So I knew I had to add a couple, so I turned it into a 7, and that's how the answer become of 87. And the answer was 86. So it was very close, but it was wrong, but it was weird that how close I was. So yes, if you're looking at it, I was very close. I was 1 off, but it took for probably about 5 minutes to try to just do that little answer right here. But once again, the problem is that I hadn't practiced any of that before my surgery. I used to be able to. So just to let you guys know, after I took the test, I got home and I was like, I need to know how to do this because I should be able to do that. I was very upset that I didn't remember how to do it. And so I talked to my mom and we were figuring out how to do it, and I remember how to do it and I know how to borrow and all that now, but it's just annoying because I used to be able to do that. It's really frustrated me because I used to be able to do that, and once again, it's all these things that I can't figure out how to do them because of my stupid surgery. And okay, I guess I shouldn't have said surgery, stupid surgery. But it sucks because I keep finding myself not being able to do all these things that I used to be able to do, that I can't do them either because A, I don't know how to do it, or B, I don't remember. So I know eventually I'm going to remember how to do all these things again, but it sucks because there's things that I want to do, but I can't because I physically do not remember how I'm supposed to be doing, and it sucks. Next, they had something I had to listen, which I'm not good at. I had to listen this like couple of words, and then I need to say exactly what they said back. So it could not be just some of it. It couldn't be I was close. It had to be either you got it right or I got it wrong. And just in case you know, I got it wrong. So I'm gonna tell you, and then you would say, I'm gonna give you a second and you can see if you got the whole thing. So the question is John wore a yellow shirt to her workplace. Okay, so now try it. So you need to get that exact same thing. Ready, go. Did you get it 100%? So you had to say the entire thing saying, John wore a yellow shirt on his workplace. If you didn't get that whole thing, the whole thing is wrong. You do not get a check. It was wrong and did it wrong. So yeah, I did it wrong. So we're gonna go back to see what you guys remembered. So there are 5 things that you guys were supposed to remember. I was only able to get 2 of them because I can't ever remember anything. So there were 5 things that you needed to remember. Do you guys remember all 5 of them? Do not cheat. So once you get the 5 of them, if you think you got it right, maybe like put it in your, like say a comment or something so I can see which ones you guys, because I was only able to get 2 of them. So just pause this video so you guys can remember which ones you had and put them in the comments so I can see if you guys were able to get it also. I was not, so the answers are here. So number 1 was face. Number 2 is velvet. Number 3 was Daisy. Number 4 is church, and then number 5 is red. So I wanted to show you a picture. I did a really bad job of drawing it because I didn't really know, but I wanted to show you on kind of how my brain is being right now and just how it actually is right now, and then how it should be, because my brain, once again, it looks like I'm totally fine and like I'm talking fine, but how my brain works, it's just not right. They did say it's going to get better. It's not that it's going to be forever. It's just because of my brain right now, but it is going to get better. But right now it's just not right. So I drew it right here. I don't know if you can see it because it's kind of dark, and I should have drawn it in a dark color. I'm sorry. This is something kind of explaining of how my brain is. So it goes, your brain's supposed to goes in and then back out. And this is a normal brain. So all of your stuff goes in and it's all working and like it's all doing all great right here. It's all going through everyone. And then here's my brain right now. This is kind of how they said it yesterday, but I thought it was easier to do it like this. So instead of just everyone going right through like this and everything being fine, my brain is like kind of going in like circle, 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 because it takes me a long time to figure things out. Eventually I get it, it just takes a long time. So you can see the difference. This is one that it should be where it's fine. Everything just goes right through like this. My brain kind of takes a little bit longer to do everything because it doesn't know what to do yet. So everything's kind of confused. So going back, if you're looking at this picture at the bottom, it says struggles going in and struggles going out. So if that makes sense, it means when I want to talk something, it starts getting all struggled before, and then when it tries to come out, it also gets struggled again. So when it's when I'm hearing someone that I'm listening to them say something, I'm getting all mixed up before, and then it goes in, and then when I try it coming out, that's when it all gets all mixed up as well. So it's not just like one and then going out like it should. Yesterday when I was talking to her, she said there is aphasia. So you guys all know I've talked about that I have aphasia because of my brain, but it'll go away. But I found out that I actually have 2 different types of aphasia. I don't know exactly what it's called because I don't remember, but there were 2 different types of aphasia that I struggle with it. It's hard because I know exactly, once again, that I want to say, but it doesn't come out right, but then I can't hear it right either. So I want to say something, but when I say something it comes out wrong, but then when I'm hearing someone else, I can't hear them right. So then I can't hear what they're saying right. It's very hard because I know what I want to say. People want to hear what I'm saying, but it doesn't work. It just doesn't work yet. So something else that I hate is because I don't ever go anywhere because, one, I'm afraid people are going to look at my hair and just be like, what the hell happened to that girl? Or like things like that. Or if someone says something like that and makes fun of me or something, and I'll be upset. I also don't really like going out anywhere like to eat something because I can't hear it right. So then I just don't want to mess it up and like sound stupid. So I just haven't really gone anywhere. It's been about 3 months and I haven't really gone anywhere because I just don't have the confidence of I should be, because I just know that I always talk wrong, I say wrong things, I just don't know. So they did say that I will get better after the radiation totally is gone. Once it's totally gone, it takes about 2 weeks for everything to go back down. When radiation came done, technically it still is in your body, so it takes about 2 weeks for it to start it's going to still going up, and then about 2 weeks after that, it's going to start going down, and this is when, once it's going down, everything is going to get a lot better. So the doctors all said I will have huge improvements in the other 2 weeks after everything, and they said my speech should be better, just like everything should be better. I should be able to hear better. I should be able to do just everything better. But I just cannot wait until I'm just like woken up and I'm gonna be like, oh my God, I can see. Oh my God, I can hear. Oh my God, I can understand what you're saying. I just cannot wait. This has just been such a long time for me. And it's just, I'm just ready. I'm just ready. All right, guys, so that is everything for this video. I hope this was helpful for you guys. Let me know once again if you guys answered those 5 questions, if you guys did, because obviously I did not. But yeah, just let me know. And yeah, I will talk to you guys later. I love you guys literally so much, and I will talk to you later. Bye.